Good day, everyone. So today we are going to talk about how I created this scene right here, and also the shader that I used. So this is actually a Toon shader that you can do in Blender using color ramp. So what you can do is you can like search on YouTube about how to make Toon shader, and there's a lot of them. So but right here on this piece that I did, I used the add-on, which is the lightning boy shader. So if you can't buy or you cannot afford the lightning boy shader, you can still have the same output if you just search for the Toon shader on YouTube, and you can actually have a better results. Or I mean, like for this one, there's three nodes that are connected on this shader. So there's like the key light, the base color, and as you can see here, I added a ambient occlusion. So it looks different because I'm using lightning boy shader, but if you search on YouTube about Toon shader, yeah, there's a lot of them, so you can't miss them. So for the shader though, I used something. I made a custom like node to achieve this kind of texture. So as you can see right here, there's some dirt or like detail on the wall. So what I did was, instead of just having the Toon shader, I added a hatch, or it's also a feature of lightning boy shader. So I added this node right here. So as you can see, this is the hatch tile. So it's actually a line, like let me show you. Oh, okay. So if we're just gonna turn this off, like increase the thickness, so it's like lines that are used in comics, something like that. So what I did was I increased the erode so that there's like blank spaces in between. Then I reduce the thickness, so there's like just minor details. And yeah, so for the strokes, it's also lightning boy shader, but lightning boy shader makes it easier for you to add it, but you can still do it using solidify modifier. I mean, like, yeah, solidify modifier. So there's also a tutorial for that, and I will add all the links down below. So the good thing about lightning boy shader is that it makes things a lot easier. So like you just have to just connect nodes. So as you can see here, this is the lightning boy shader, and there's a lot of things you can do here. So I'm not gonna talk about that in this video. If you want, you can just search lightning boy shader on YouTube. There's a lot of tutorials on how to use their add-on, but for this one, I haven't seen this feature. That I'm not sure. I didn't go check out their tutorial that much, but I just bought the add-on, and so for the trees, this is one of the best thing that I did right here. So I was thinking about like I wanted to make a tree that looks like it's stylized, and not necessarily like this, but I wanted like a real leaf, but it's low poly. But I was too lazy to create them using particle system. So what I did is I followed this tutorial, also by Lighting Boy shader. So Lighting Boy Studio actually. So this is just the um, this is the tutorial that I followed. So you can check that out. I will also add the links down below. So yeah, then I just edited the, I mean, like I made a custom node for this. So instead of using the key light, the usual setup, the key light and the color, I used the local gradient. So if we're just gonna use a key light, it will look like this. So yeah, still okay, but I wanted that soft shadows, so I use the local gradient instead. So as you can see, it looks better like that. Then I added the ambient occlusion, so just to add more like depth to the trees. But if you want, you can go with this one. It also looks nice actually. So it looks like really stylized in a way. So yeah, if you want, you can have this one or not at all, so it's up to you. So yeah, that's how I set up the shader. So you can just delete this one, so just like that. Okay, so for the stroke, the same thing. I use solidify modifier. So as you can see here, it's lightning boy shader geometry outline. So that's how they do it. It's adding solidify modifier and enabling backface culling. So yeah, you can search that on YouTube. Actually, there's a lot of them. So the best thing about doing stylized is that it's easy to model. Like, you don't need to be perfect in any way. Actually, imperfections make it look better. So like for this one, I added like dents to it so that there's like more detail. So for this one too, so it's just I just made like bevel the points, like Control Shift B, like that. So yeah, as you can see, it's better if you can use like let's say Freestyle. I was gonna use Freestyle because I wanted to make the strokes like it is with noise. So if you like draw something using pencil, there's gonna be roughness to it instead of just having like straight lines like this. But unfortunately, there's like the trees makes it the render doesn't successfully render itself because of the tree, because the tree has a lot of points to it. So I can just select the points where to add the freestyle, but it's gonna take a lot of time to do that. So instead of using freestyle, I'll use the solidify modifier instead. So yeah, so for the models, this is the model that I'm using. So this model is my avatar. So this is actually from inspired by the cyberpunk movie on Netflix. So yeah, so for the plants, I use the same tree and I just stretch it out like that. So just to have that kind of variation. So for the plants, I used scatter 5. Then I deleted I replaced the materials to have a lightning boy shader right here. So yeah, that's also an add-on. So if you want, but you can definitely do all this using just YouTube tutorials. There's a lot of them. So the shader is just basically Toon shader. So yeah, it's up to you if you're gonna use Lightning Boy or just basically Toon shader. So if you go to YouTube, you can like type Toon shader or Blender. Okay, so there's a lot of them, but this is where is that? There's a tutorial where there's a monkey. Where is that? History. Okay, this one, cell shading. So this is Blender anime shader with outline. So you can follow this tutorial by little rolls. So this is basically the Toon shader that I'm using right now, but I just use Lightning Boy shader to hasten up everything, because I need to like release an artwork every week. That's my goal. So as you can see right here, this is actually the shader that I'm using right now. So this is the base color, like if you look at lighting boy shader right here, so this is the base color. So for this one, like the wall, so the base color, so this is the base color right here, the white one, and the black one is the key light. So I mean the white one is the key light and the black one is the base color. So wherever the light hits the object, that's the key light. So you want it like it's lighter than the base color. So as you can see here, I have a base color that is brown, then I have a lighter brown as key light. So if this is the key light, this is the base color. So the sun is right here, so when the sun hits this fall, it's gonna be lighter. So let me show you that. So as you can see, that's how I do it. Okay, so yeah, you can follow this tutorial. So the best thing about this is that you can add like on this part where he added like more colors to the shader. So there's like 3 colors. There's white, there's gray, and there's the darker gray right there. So you can add more to it. So that's very nice if you want like something that is that's fading, color fades, something like that. So but for me, I'm using just 2 colors right now. So yeah, basically that's how I created this scene right here. So everything else just pure Blender modeling, actually basic modeling. So yeah, for actually the card took a lot of time for me because I'm not very good at creating curve objects. So but yeah, I was able to do it using subdivision surface, a subdivision modifier actually. So for the wires, I'm using curves, then just pair it with a circular curve, so you can do the like for example, let's see. Okay, I will show you. Okay, so for curves, you just do path, or then you just create a circle. Okay, so once you have that, you can go to bevel, click object, then click on the circle. Okay, so there you have it. So now you can just move the parts like that, extrude. Then if you want to make them like smaller in size, so you can just select all, then shift S, I mean alt S. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so that's just how I did it. So the same goes for the tree. So for this one, since you might ask, this not like cylinder. So what you can do is you can actually move this circle and have like different shapes to it, something like that. So you can subdivide, you can add like that, make it so like it's so there you go. So what you can do is like get a point, shift S, so you have that variation in size. So the best thing to do is when you resize a point is to click on proportional editing. So once you have that, you increase the size. So as you can see, the other points are also affected. So it's up to you really. So you can like reduce the size by points, or you can do proportional editing. So yeah. So that's it, guys. So I hope you like this piece that I did. So it took me a week, so like 3 hours a day, something like that. So I had to experiment on the textures. But for this wood, so I want to thank Ivy Caryl for creating this texture for me. So what she did was she draw texture for me. So I used the normal of that texture to add more detail to the wood. So yeah, just to have that kind of like not just flat surface wood. So yeah. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the tutorial. So I am releasing a Patreon page soon with all my exclusive tutorials, and I will also be handing out freebies and textures which is made by Caryl. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.